So, in a little over 2 weeks, version 6.1 rolls in with Nefer's debut and some really stacked reruns. This video is your full 6.1 breakdown from start to finish. I will cover what looks locked in, what could still shift, how many wishes you can realistically save, and a simple day one plan so every gem you spend has a purpose. Let us begin with the part everyone keeps asking about: banners. Multiple reliable leakers, including HumDGCat, point to a similar lineup. Nefer is the fresh face, a 5-star Dendro catalyst who leans into the lunar systems that started in Nod Cry. Alongside Nefer, the rerun candidates look wild: Arlecchino, Zhongli, and Furina. The 4-star pool connected to these banners has Lanyan, Yunjin, and Rosaria popping back in. Phase order is not confirmed, but here is a sensible read of how Hoyoverse usually paces things. New characters almost always open a version, so putting Nefer in Phase 1 is the safe bet. Running 2 Archons in a single half is rare, so I do not expect both Zhongli and Furina to share a side. In terms of synergy, Furina pairs naturally with Nefer's reaction focus, while Zhongli's huge shield plays well with Arlecchino's forward style. That logic would put Nefer and Furina together first, followed by Arlecchino and Zhongli in the back half. Treat that as informed speculation, not a promise. If the special program proves me wrong, we adjust and keep moving. Now, timing. The version 6.1 special program should land shortly before release on a Friday, and we'll hand out 3 codes worth 100 Primogems each. Those codes usually expire within a day, sometimes sooner, so keep an eye out. I always post them the moment they drop, and if you are subscribed, they will show up in your feed or on my channel's posts tab. There is also usually an extra 60 Primogems code around patch launch. Do not leave those on the table. They are simple wins. Let us talk Primogems so you know what you can afford. The free-to-play pool for version 6.1 adds up neatly when you break it down. Daily commissions across the full window give roughly 2,520 Primogems. The main story beats contribute around 650 Primogems plus 2 standard fates, and when you convert those fates to Primogem value, you are looking at about 970 total from story for the patch. There is no new map expansion this time, so exploration will not bail you out with a giant bonus like it did in 6.0. Achievements contribute a very humble 5 Primogems. The Paimon store resets twice in this cycle, giving you 10 intertwined fates worth around 1,600 Primogems. Imaginarium Theater resets 2 times as well, and now pays 1,000 Primogems each run because of the new lunar stage, so that is 2,000 in the bank if you clear. Stygian Onslaught refreshes once for another 450. Spiral Abyss resets once for 800. Events bring a strong baseline. The main event is worth about 950, and 2 smaller events are around 420 each, which totals 840. The special program codes add 300 as long as you redeem on time, and that stray 60 around launch is, as mentioned, a frequent bonus. Update maintenance adds 600. Other sources, like minor web events, character trials, and login tasks, float another 265 or so. When you combine everything, the most you can get as a free-to-play player is about 11,360 Primogems in version 6.1, which is around 73 wishes. This is lower than the enormous surge we enjoyed in 6.0, but that makes sense. There is no new region, no anniversary, and no massive exploration payout. For a non-debut patch, these numbers are still healthy enough to fund a serious plan if you are disciplined. Since many of you ask for that, I will also do 2 separate videos on how much you can get in each phase, so don't worry, they will come in time. Now for something new that might sneak past you if you are only watching banners. 6.1 pushes the creative side of the game in a big way with a built-in playground for player-made experiences, UGC, or user-generated content. Think of it as a workshop where you can build simple stages, share them, and hop into what others created, just like in Roblox or Fortnite. Genshin is also hopping on this train to maybe expand the lifespan of the game after the story ends. The key idea is that this lives inside the main client, not as a separate app. The team has talked about an editor that lets creators hook together logic blocks, place enemies, set rules, and publish to a shared space. There is a dedicated avatar for this mode that does not replace your main roster. It is more like a universal test character, so every minigame is fair to try. Social tools sit around that core, so it is easy to visit hubs, join friends, and boot up a silly challenge without hunting for third-party servers. Early on, rewards look mostly cosmetic, with the usual mix of free outfits and optional paid skins, and the long-term plan hints at a way for creators to earn inside that ecosystem. Whether you are into making things or not, this matters because it explains why exploration Primogems are light this patch. The team is devoting real energy to this feature. If it clicks, the game gains a second wind of content between major story beats. Event-wise, expect a festival-style main event with its own challenge types, a couple of smaller side activities that will not eat your week, and an update to Imaginarium Theater that continues to lean into the lunar theme. Theater is worth doing even if you do not love that mode, because the Primogems payout per run is higher than before. A short word about the leak climate so expectations stay grounded. Everything about banners until the live stream is technically unconfirmed. Homchcat's track record is strong, but plans move. If the order flips, if a 4-star swaps sides, or if a rerun slides into the next patch, that is normal. Because this is a Everything You Should Know video, I also want to touch quickly on mindset. The 6.0 cycle showed how strong the new region is at pulling us in 3 directions at once: fresh debuts, meaningful reruns, and systems that reshape old teams. 6.1 continues that pattern without the distraction of a new map. That is good news if you like to focus. If you have been saving, you have enough to secure one major target and still hold a cushion. If you did a lot of pulling in the last patch, remember that waiting is a valid strategy. Do not let fear of missing out rush you into a banner you are lukewarm about. When you pull a character you genuinely like, you will actually play them, which is what turns Primogems into value. 2 last housekeeping notes before we close. The special program is your moment to get official confirmation on the order, the 4-star pool, and the events calendar, and to claim those 3 codes worth 100 each. I will post them the moment they go live. You can find them on my channel's posts tab, and if you are subscribed, YouTube will usually surface them for you. And yes, we are still marching toward that 15,000 subscriber milestone. Thank you for getting us this far. Your comments and clever plans are the best part of doing these breakdowns. I will wrap it up here so your brain has space to plan. Version 6.1 looks like a focused patch with strong reruns, an intriguing new Dendro debut, a creative mode that might surprise people, and a Primogem plan that, while smaller than the region launch, is still big enough to land something you really want. Tell me in the comments who you're saving for, whether you think Nefer and Furina share the first half, and if you want me to do a deeper dive on teams once the live stream locks everything in. If this helped you feel ready, a like helps more than you think, and a sub makes sure you never miss the codes or the next planner video. See you in Nod Cry, and good luck on your wishes.